Hi guys, I'm going to be showing you how I create lyrics for RH Dance Studio. So for our first round, we are doing DM by Fromis9. So you're going to go ahead and search up the Fromis9 DM lyrics, and this should show up. You can also use color-coded lyrics, and you're going to want to copy-paste the Korean lyrics. Right? I want you to either Control-Shift-V or paste without formatting in a Google document. And then you're going to put the size up to like 18 so you can see it easily. And this is what we got. Now, the thing is, most songs in RH Dance Studio aren't full versions of their song. So what you're going to want to do is play the song and figure out how long it is. Now you can pull up the lyrics while you listen to this if you want. But what I just did is I highlighted each lyric as it appears, and then when I noticed that the last chorus had actually changed, so the chorus in RH is actually the last chorus of the song, whereas the verse before it is the first verse. So I've just deleted the rest of the song, put the last chorus in, and this is all we have to work with. So next, what we're going to want to do is, I usually use emoji combos, and then I search for text. We want to put some text decorations into our lyrics. Now it's important that you check the text decorations can actually show up in Roblox, because as you see, this won't. There's also a helpful amino page, which I will link, with a lot of these different symbols. So we test that, doesn't work. This should hopefully work, this star. Yep, so the star and these arrows both work. So let's just, ooh, and then you're gonna want emojis. Just put some emojis, put some symbols. Right, so we've got our lyrics here, and we've decorated them. And we're going to pretend that I decorated this whole thing. You want to do exclamation mark notepad. And this will open up the in-game notepad. You can copy paste the lyrics that you've copied from your Google Doc. It's important that you separate these, each line, because that means that you can double click, select the whole line without any part of the next line. So now we have all of our lyrics here, and I'm going to play the song. Double click the lyric, Control C to copy, click on the chat thing, copy paste, enter. The reason it's important to copy paste it before your performance is to make sure it doesn't tag. For example, in the original lyrics, this line tagged for me. See? Majuhan. Right? What I was able to do is I realized it was this word that was tagging Majuhan in counting. And you're going to have to find a way to replace this word, right? So if you know a little bit of Hangul, you know that this top character is a J. So what I actually did in my lyrics is I just replaced the J in Majuhan with two J's at the top. Another thing I do is, for example, one of the future songs that we're doing is Step Back. So when I was practicing Step Back, this lyric got tagged. And that was because of the word love in Korean. So what I did in my lyrics you can see that I've replaced the word love with a love heart emoji. And this is my go-to way, especially if you don't know Korean. If you notice that a word is tagging, just replace it with an emoji, right? Google Translate the lyric, find out what it means, put an emoji that kind of makes sense. One of the words that kept getting tagged in Chimat Baram was Shiwon, which meant like refreshing, so I would replace it with an ice cube emoji. You might notice that I have these things in asterisks. Now this is called stage presence. It personally isn't my style to include stage presence, but we will be marked on stage presence in Starstruck, right? So all you have to do to have stage presence is you have your decorated lyrics, and then you put asterisk winks at the end. It's some sort of action that your character does that we can't see through the dance, right? So you can do winks, you can do like hair flip. I've got okay hand sign, raises eyebrows, siren voice. I've seen people like adjust tie, hits high notes, smiles. Ending fairy is important. An ending fairy is when at the end of the song the idol poses. Now at the end of this song I have cute ending fairy. And the other thing is asterisks do tend to make your lyrics tag, right? So if you've tested the lyrics and they don't tag, but then you put in stage presence and it tags, it's probably because of the asterisks or the word you've used. I know for some reason I couldn't put like Slay's vocals or something, despite that being very funny. So if you're having an issue with the asterisks and you want to keep the content the same, you can put a dash instead of an asterisk. Just play around with it. Other things that could be making you tag, if it's not the lyrics on its own, is your text decorations. I know for some reason when I have this comma and the first syllable is E or ni, it tends to bug out. So I do have a couple of mismatched lyrics where I've put a space, a comma, and a space. And that will be different based on whatever you're using. Also, for some reason, these things I have at the end here, these dots, will randomly tag stuff. I will just say the lyric, it tags, I take them out, it doesn't tag. I'll see if I can put one or two of them in. Having mismatched lyrics is way better than having a line that you can't read. And the other thing that I do personally is I've shown you copy pasting through the notepad. I don't use notepad. I've seen some people will put Roblox on one screen, like half of the screen in it windowed, and then they'll copy paste straight from here. Oops. Right. I find this a bit easier because I don't have to worry about the notepad like picking up another lyric, but I actually have two monitors. So what I do is I have my lyrics on this monitor, and I have my Roblox on this monitor. I'll just show you what it looks like kind of from my perspective. Now, if you do have two monitors, this is so easy. I would suggest doing this. Double click on the lyric, Control C, click on the Roblox window, / key, or also the question mark key, and then Control V in chat and enter. And this means that you can do lyrics very fast as well if you have the muscle memory down. I have very fast lyrics for Step Back. Okay, thanks for watching my tutorial. Bye!